Hi y'all, we are back in the kitchen today. Today I want to show you another great way to use up those extra eggs you've got. Today we're going to make a garden chicken vegetable quiche. So to start with, you're actually going to need to know what ingredients we need. So just like last time, let's start there. The first thing you're going to need, of course, is a lot of eggs. I've got about 18 really good, large, fresh eggs right there to use. For seasonings, I'm going to use garlic powder, sweet basil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of honey for sweetness. For my fresh, I want to have some mushrooms, about a quarter green and a quarter orange diced bell pepper, and a quarter of a small onion diced up really good. This is a medium tomato, just diced up small. 3 slices of bread turned into breadcrumbs. Just toast it up and shred it down. And it wouldn't be much of a chicken quiche without the chicken. This is a great way to repurpose your chicken too. Look at that, nice small chunks. The last thing is a thinner. You're going to need about 2 cups of milk. Okay, now it's time to put it all together. One other ingredient I forgot to add. Don't forget the shredded cheese. I'm going to use Colby Montery Jack. So once we've got our eggs in there and they're pureed up really good, we want to go ahead and start adding our milk. So we're going to turn it down and slowly add the milk. Next we're going to add our honey and our other seasonings. Remember the garlic, the sweet basil, the salt and pepper. We'll start with the honey. Now obviously I didn't measure that out, but for y'all at home that is going to be approximately 1 teaspoon of garlic. You're going to use about a half a teaspoon of sweet basil, and it comes out to be about a quarter teaspoon of salt and pepper each. Once those are pureed together and in there and whisked together really good, your next step is going to be to go ahead and start adding some of your veggies. Let's start picking this up and swapping out for a different blade. This one is for whipping and doesn't really do a whole lot of good for folding. I'm going to add our mushrooms. Bell peppers and onions. And get those worked in there really good. So on kind of a slow medium. And just until they're incorporated. Same for the tomatoes. Slow medium. Until just incorporated. Now your chicken. Slow medium. At this point, if you want to make it a little bit spicy, you can add jalapeños. Carl, my husband, doesn't really like spicy things, so I'm going to keep it toned down. But this is where you would add any jalapeños or any other kind of peppers or vegetables that you want to add into yours. Other good options might be like sweet peas or broccoli or cauliflower, or maybe some bacon or crumbled up sausage would be good too. The last step after you've added your vegetables and your fresh greens is those breadcrumbs. Just take and dump those right in there. And same as before, slow medium. That looks really pretty. The best part about this kind of quiche is it actually doesn't require a crust. So the breadcrumbs that are in there will help soak it up, and the eggs and everything just kind of bake down and fluff out. That's why it's so important to get so much air worked into it, is because it kind of helps it be nice and fluffy. Remember the cheese? Don't forget your cheese. You'll want to hand mix that in. I'm going to use about a half a cup, maybe even a full 3/4 cup of cheese. This looks really good now. All mixed in. So now you just pour it in. And it should fill all the way to the top. Okay, let me show you what that looks like. So it just kind of goes in there, it goes all the way up to the top. Be sure you use a casserole dish that's big enough to hold all this and has a lid. So I've got my oven preheated to 375. We're gonna put these in the oven and get them going, and it'll cook for about an hour altogether. So we'll come back then and see what it looks like. I forgot, don't put the lid on it. If you do, then you might have to worry about this. So yeah, they do swell up a little bit. This is actually looking really, really good though otherwise. And once it cools down, it does collapse back down. So this isn't quite done. We're gonna put it back in to finish off. Okay, we just pulled this out of the oven and now we're letting it settle. Once it is settled the rest of the way here, it'll take about 10 minutes to do that or so. We'll get it plated up. Oh, that sure does look pretty already. Right, and they are plated up. Look how pretty this turned out. It is just beautiful. All of the ingredients incorporated fully through there. Yes, score! How exciting. Okay, so now we gotta try it. Okay, fork. Quiche. Yes. Trying to do this with a camera is very complicated. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. Guys, that is good every single time. The flavors are rich. You can taste all the veggies. You can taste the chicken. You can taste the cheese. And the egg is just, it's really rich. It is really good. You got to try this. Hey, if you want to see more great recipes like this, subscribe, like, share, like crazy share. Share with everybody you know. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. I need the subscribers right now. I've had a lot of fun making this with y'all. I hope you had fun following me along. Yeah, I had to have another bite. Bye. I'm hungry.